But guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, share this out, share it out. Okay. I'm only sharing great news with you guys today. All right, and it's just something that I have decided to do, and I'm having fun with it. So as you can see, I got my journals and everything out. I hope that you have your journal out. I have my even have my computer back here, since I can get Wi-Fi out on my balcony. So, yeah, I'm feeling really good. Got my water. Hold up. Look, if you see some smoke, I got my little incense jar. Shout out to my friend Yvonne. She makes these jars. And basically, she just her husband puts a hole here. They're expats here. He puts a hole right there. And then you just have the incense. So this is a stick of incense that's in here. Okay. And I this is like one of my favorite things because I'll take this jar around with me throughout my apartment, and I love incense anyway. And you just set the vibe in your home, okay? Because I did a post earlier today, and I said that it's really about not speaking. It's not about the one who speaks the loudest. That's not what it's about. It's not the one that speaks the loudest that has the most power. No, your power, it ultimately comes from you, from the inside of you, right? And so you have to create quiet moments, okay, in spaces that you love, whatever, even if it's just sitting out on your balcony, okay? Like I got chairs, but it's something for me about sitting on my little cushion that I made this little cushion, right? It's just something about that for me, and making it special. And I've done some journaling. Okay, this is my regular gratitude journal. Okay, that I write down what I'm grateful for. And then we're getting ready to get into the book here. Okay? So if you don't have your book, you can get one. You can get a digital copy at gratitudegrandmaster.com. You can get a physical copy sent to you as well. Okay? But this is something that you want to have. I love having the physical version of it. However, I do have many people that have the digital version, and they love that. I have one man. He says, I have it on my. I guess he has it on his iPad or whatever, or Kindle. You can download it on your Kindle too, I think. But it reads it to him every day, right? And so that's his practice. Some people like to write, some people like to hear, some people like to see. Okay, it's whatever it is for you, but just know and understand how you tick and move accordingly. Okay, but your power is going to be cultivated and manifested from what you do silently, in the silence, okay? And I know that what you write, you invite. This is science, okay? It goes into, I got my little stick man up here. I think I called him Brownie, okay? No, I don't like that name. I think I'm gonna call him Albert, okay? This is Albert, y'all. This is Albert. And actually, this is something that was specially made, but it lets you understand that, when I point to this, I mean your conscious mind. And when I point to this, I mean your subconscious mind. So your conscious mind, right? And your subconscious mind. Okay, your subconscious mind is your connection to God. And I believe it is, well, I know science says it's way more powerful than your conscious, your thinking mind, the mind is always trying to figure things out, right? And But you got to learn to tap in and activate that subconscious mind. So what we're about to do today is going to tap in and activate your subconscious mind. Okay? That's where things stick. So what you write, yes, you do invite. That's why you got to set time for yourself and write things down. Write your vision down. Okay? Even the Bible says that. And I'm not a religious person, okay? But the Bible says that, okay? I mean, there are clues all around us. Okay, so let's get into our our page for today. You know, with 365 days of neurogratitude, we have one page a day, okay? So I'm going to go through another page with you guys today. All right? So, we've been in the cesspool, your self empowerment sabotage system, or your self-esteem sabotage system. Okay, cesspool, like where all the gunk, where the toxins are, right? And so really what we want to do is we want to come out of the cesspool where all those toxins are. We don't want to wallow in all that stuff. No, we don't want to do. Those are the things that our body does not need, our life does not need. Okay, and it keeps us away from where we really, really, really want to be in life. So we identify what those toxins are. Okay, and we are in the book. It talks about the success pyramid. Okay, like the pyramids of Egypt, and how we rise. We're in that cesspool, right? But pretend that you are in this one. You're in the pyramids in Egypt, right? And you know that high point right there. That high point. That's where you want to be. That's where clarity is. That's where your mental clarity is. You can think straight. Okay, you can see. You're on that top of that pyramid, and you can see everything clearly. This is why I like being high up. Okay, you can see things clearly. So you want to rise out of that murky water, and you want to get on top of that pyramid where you can just see everything so clearly. Okay? You can see everything so clearly. So, guys, before I get started, so life here in Kigali is really nice here. It's almost Kigali, I want to say, I don't know if it's Kigali. I need to know this. It's like 6 or 7 million people. I believe that's Rwanda countrywide. I don't know. It's Kigali. I gotta look that up. Let me look this up. Hold up. Because I don't, I know the answer, but I'm like, nah, no way, no way. So let me try to look this up real quick here on my computer. How many people are in Kigali? How many people are in Rwanda? Okay, let me see. Population. Of, okay. Okay. Don't tell me the internet's starting to act up now. But anyway, I've had everything set up for y'all. And look at this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's coming. It's coming. It's gonna tell me. All right? But okay. Rwanda's population is estimated at 14.9 million for the whole country. That's 2026. That's this year. Okay? And I want to know, the global rank is 77th in the whole world. That's amazing. That's good. Wow. Okay. The median age here is 20. Okay? So if you young, okay, if you in the United States and you young and you're like, man, I mean, I don't know. you see what's going on, and you're like, are there other possibilities? I would like for you to consider coming to Africa. And I would like for you to consider Rwanda. And I would like for you to consider Kigali because the median age is 20 years old. Okay? All right? And look, if you like me and you're a woman of age and you're a little bit up there, you're getting up there, but you're still young at heart, this is a place for you. I'm telling you, this is a place for you. Okay? All right. So I'm saying that to say, I want to see how many people are in Kigali. I'm saying this to make a point, okay? And that is, even though in Kigali, okay, Kigali has 1.7 million. Well, it says between 1.7 million and 2.1 million people are in Kigali, okay? So I left Charlotte. Let me see. I left Charlotte. So I want to see how many people are in Charlotte, North Carolina, okay? All right. Look, Charlotte, there's 982,000 people, okay? So you can kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about here. All right. But what I love is that you would think, like, living in Charlotte, it wasn't like everybody knew who you were, right? But here in Kigali, it's like it's kind of small knit. Like, I know people know me, and then I could go somewhere and not know anyone there, but I'll meet somebody that I know. They know somebody that I know, right? Or I know somebody that they know. Okay? So it's like you can be in totally different, places. And so I kind of like that. I kind of like that. People know you. People can kind of get to know you if you want to be known. Okay, so I do like that. So I say that because you remember the other day? Yeah, the other day I told y'all that I had to go to uptown for some business, right? And so when I got there, I saw someone that I had met before. And they helped me. They were so nice. They were just so nice to me, right? They were so nice. It's such a pleasure to deal with that usually I have a book. I might have a book on me, right? So I actually gifted her with the book, right? And I said, as long as you promise to do it, I'm going to gift you with the book if you feel like it's something that you would do. She says, yes, I would do it. So she didn't know that I was coming back around. She didn't know. So when I came, I said, how are you? She says, hey. She says, oh, she says, I gotta tell you, the book, I have been in your book and it's helping me. She says, it is so much. It is helping me. And I was like, that's all she needed to say. Because whenever I can help somebody, I'm I'm look, I'm good. Okay? If you say, Val, something you did, something you said, something you wrote, it's helping me. That's it. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, universe. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So I'm gonna say shout out to Solange. Okay, shout out to Solange. Thank you so much for telling me that, because that little bit, it gave me the encouragement to even come on here and be with y'all and say, you know what, I'm gonna go over the book, I'm gonna do a page in the book. Okay, and so that's what we're about to do now. So y'all should have plenty of time by now to get your paper and pencils out, get your journals, whatever you got. Okay, and let's start. Okay, now today we're doing the actionable steps for the cesspool. I've already been over what the cesspool is, okay? And we are celebrating small victories. Now, I tell my students all the time, Celebrate small victories, even the small things that happen in your life, even the things that you feel might be insignificant. Because, it's easy for us to just say, oh, yeah, this happened for me. Okay, yeah. And we go on. We don't even really acknowledge it. Okay? We don't make a big deal out of it. But I have learned, if you make a big deal about something, I mean, you got to move, shake, dance, something, celebrate, do a two-step in your house. It's going in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is telling you, I need to do some more of that. Okay? You anchoring it in so that it becomes a part of you. This is how success becomes a part of your life. Okay. Now, if you don't anchor it in, if you don't celebrate it, and you just, okay, yeah, you just go about your business, which is probably what you've been doing. Okay. Because I was doing it too before I knew the science behind all this. You wonder why. Why are things not going the way that I want them to go? Or you believe that's the lens that you have on. Okay? You're seeing your life through that lens of why things don't work out for me. Why? Okay? Yes, I'm telling you, take the time to celebrate even the small things. Okay, now I'm sitting up here. I don't mean to be preaching, I mean to go through this one page. Okay, so, okay, what is our daily wisdom? This is our daily wisdom from our ancestors. Our daily wisdom says this: drop by drop, the ocean feels. Drop by drop, the ocean feels. Now, okay, this is an African proverb from the Hausa people in West Africa. The Hausa people are people that have been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. They are in North Nigeria. Nigeria, mostly North Nigeria and on up, the Hausa people. So shout out to our ancestors, the Hausa people. And the proverb says, drop by drop the ocean feels. Okay? Which is a tone of what I just said, drop by drop. If you ignore it, you're going to you're painting the picture or the life of nothing ever works out for you. But if you celebrate, just take time and just go, yay, I did that thing. All right, all right, all right. Okay, anchor it in. You have to have some type of movement with it. Drop by drop, the ocean feels. And your outlook on life is different. It's better. You start smiling about stuff. And you don't even know why you smiling. Look, have you ever run up on somebody or saw someone? Maybe the camera was on them and they didn't even know it. Or maybe you were watching them and they didn't even know it. But they have what's my mentor call it? He calls it I think he calls it a bitch binge face. Like they could be reading a book, but that's their expression when nobody's looking. But what if your expression was always this? Now I'm not saying mine is always this. But people do tell me, Val, you always smiling. What you smiling? And I'm like, really? I wasn't even aware of it. Right? So I honestly, I don't know. I might have the bitch binge face too. I might have it. But I do have people, thank God, that tell me you always smiling. We love your energy. Okay? So I'm gonna say that has to do with me writing down my gratitude and stuff. Okay? And celebrating my success. But let's just say, okay, drop by drop the ocean feels. Now, the simple science. Okay, then I gotta take off my glasses to really see. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Now the simple science. Overcoming the cesspool is a journey, not a single event. Celebrate every small victory. Every time you interrupt a negative pattern or choose a more empowering thought. That's key. Okay? This activates your brain's reward system, reinforcing positive behaviors and building momentum. Gratitude for the progress. Let's snap our fingers. Gratitude for the progress, y'all. Okay, now look, this thing becomes a habit. It can be a habit that you form. Okay, because overcoming that cesspool, getting out that murky water, it don't happen all overnight. It's a journey, y'all. It's a journey. This is part of the work that we must do on ourselves. No one else can do it. But are you worth it? Are you worth it to get yourself out that cesspool, that murky water? Okay? That self-doubt, that uncertainty, that oh woe is me, that oh things are always happening to me and not for me. Okay? The I'm a victim mentality. That used to be me. Okay? Um I'm not telling you because I think it, I'm telling you because I know it. All right. Now, it is not a single event. But what you have to do is right now celebrate every small victory. Every one. Okay? And what are you doing? You're interrupting a negative pattern. This is science. It You gotta interrupt. Look, we are pattern type people. We do things in patterns. Okay? Like when you wake up in the morning, what's your first thing that you normally do? Do you roll back over? I'm not judging you. Okay? I love to roll over. I know I roll over. I roll over. Okay? Do you roll over or do you jump out of bed? Do you go to the bathroom? Well, what's your routine? What's your pattern? Because you got one. But you know what? You can always break the pattern. Let's just say you roll. I personally love rolling over. Okay? But let's just say you say, I don't want to roll over no more. I want to just jump out of bed and smile. You can program yourself to do that. You just changing the routine. Okay? But you got to interrupt the pattern and watch. Watch. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to remember what I just said. I'm going to remember what I just said. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to jump out of bed and smile. Watch. Watch. I'm programming myself right now. This is it. Okay? Now, you have to interrupt the negative pattern. You're going to choose a more empowering thought. Now, something, I can't remember exactly everything it was, but something, I was thinking about something the other day. And my normal response, the old Val, would have been, oh God, that's terrible. But as I was about to say, oh, I said, oh, wait a minute, this is good because such and such. I changed, I interrupted my normal pattern and I changed the way I thought about something. Y'all, I'm just telling you, there's just this power within you. And when you do this process, when you do this work, you're going to start activating something in you. And you're going to surprise yourself. Okay? Like I surprised myself with that. Okay? So I said, no, wait a minute. This is not bad. This is good. Because this is going to free me up to do some other stuff that I really want to do. And boy, I got excited about doing some stuff that I really wanted to do. Okay. So I started having an empowering thought instead of a limiting belief. Okay. An empowering thought. Now, again, this is activating the brain's reward system. I immediately thought about Oh no, this means I can get to do other things that I really want to do. Reward, reward. Okay. Like it automatically did it. Okay. It reinforces positive behaviors, building momentum. Okay. Now, God, we didn't even got to the reflection part. Okay. Okay. We on the reflection part. Reflect and comment. What is one small victory you had in overcoming a toxin from your cesspool? Okay. What is one, let me read it again. Let me take my glasses off so I can see. What is one small victory you've had in overcoming a toxin from your cesspool? And how did it feel? Well, I just basically told you mine. Okay. Instead of having a negative thought about something, being disappointed. Okay, like when I was sick last week before last, right? Man, I'm telling you, I was hours before going to an event that I've been wanting to go to for months. Okay, the next day I was supposed to walk in a race. I always wanted to do that here. I'm like, oh yeah, and I was walking with some other friends and everything, and it was just gonna be a grand time. And hours before, I'm at a restaurant and I eat something that won't good for me. Okay? And I got sick. And I was sick for the whole daggone week. Now, I remember laying in bed. Oh God. You know how you just don't feel good. You start thinking about all kind of stuff. Okay? And I remember thinking, ooh, I don't feel good. What if something bad? What if I don't make it? I'm just saying, right? These thoughts go through your head. I said, wait a minute. I'm going to make it immediately. I'm going to make it. And not only that, I'm going to be rested. Because I needed a rest, okay? I'm going to be rested. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to think about what I can do when I get up out of here and feel better. Okay? And I'm going to be better than before. And now, look, y'all see me. Y'all been seeing me. Okay? So I'm just saying, you can turn lemons and make it into lemonade. Okay? Now, so you write down, what is one small victory you've had in overcoming a toxin from your cesspool? And how did it make you feel? So it made me feel amazing. Okay? Amazing. So let me just write something real quick. Yes. Wrote it down. Okay. I said, nah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be better than ever before, and I am. Okay. All right. Now let's do our checkoffs. Gratitude mindset. My progress, no matter how small. Okay. Give me some snaps for that. For your progress. You better than you were yesterday. You better than you were last week. Okay? All you need is a 1% improvement every single day. Look, if you have a 1% improvement every single day, that's like 30% increase the end of the month. 60%. 60% increase in 2 months. And in 90 days, well, you basically, come on, you done double. Okay? So, my ability to make positive changes. Okay? You have the ability to take something, lemons, and make it into lemonade. Okay? The joy of small wins, guys. Celebrate your small wins. Now you should really know why you need to celebrate those small wins. Okay, every single time. Don't skip. Stop and say, "Whoop, let me celebrate that." Okay, it might be a jiggle, it might be a dance, it might be taking yourself out, it might be buying yourself something, whatever. It might be go for a walk. Okay, and what is it that you like to do? What's in your toolbox? Okay, do that. Okay, now action for empowerment. This is the final thing. Acknowledge and celebrate one small step you took today to rise above a toxin. Oh, okay. Acknowledge and say, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I, first of all, shout out to Charlotte. I don't know if she watching. Shout out to Charlotte. You know who you are. Charlotte is in the village. Okay, she's in the village, and she put a post in there today, and she said that she saw one of my videos, and she said it was great, and it encouraged her. Well, I done told y'all that's all I need to hear is that I'm making a difference, even if it's a small little difference. Okay? So I said, wait a minute now. I know now, you know how we can be critical of ourselves. Okay. I was like, okay, this is great. I'm glad that she said this because what it's doing is giving me strength to do the next thing. And I always believe I could do the next thing a little bit better. I felt like, you know, I wasn't my best. I was okay in that video, but I wasn't my best and I could do a little bit better. So I decided to do a little bit better. Today I, you know, got my eye, put on a little something, put some earrings on, okay. And I just prepared just a little bit more. A little bit more. So I feel like I'm 1% ahead of where I was yesterday. Okay. And so yeah, that's it. I'm celebrating the fact that I stepped up a little bit. Okay. And I recognize I could do a little bit better. You know? Like you have to have standards in your life. It's okay. Now, am I gonna be on here perfect every time? No. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not really like my personality to just be perfect every single time. But I do like it when I take time and I, you know what I'm saying, get myself together and I put forth a little bit more effort. Okay, not because someone said I needed to do it, but because I said I want to do it. I get to do it. So what is that about you? What is that about you? Are there areas in your life where you feel like you could step up a little bit? Well, what are they? Well, say maybe I can't step up every day, but maybe a couple times a week I can. How about that? All right. Set a standard and go for it. That's it. Okay. So I stepped up. That's what I wrote down. I stepped up. All right. And so understand this, guys. School is never out for the pro. We're always going to be working on yourself. But understand this, you were worth it. You are absolutely worth it. And if you don't do it, who gonna do it? How's it gonna get done? Okay? So guys, this is your gal, Victoria's Val gal from Kigali. Let me see. I want to see what it's looking like today. It's beautiful. Today it is beautiful. Okay? As always. Okay? So guys, until next time, I will see you. Okay? Talk to you later. Make sure you like, you subscribe, all that stuff. Okay? And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.